Hi and welcome to Backfire Chat. I'm at the Firebase Summit 2022 in New York and I'm here with James, Lim and Dennis and we're going to be talking about the Firebase GDE program. Hi, welcome guys. Thank you for joining me today. James, you are the point of contact for Firebase GDEs. Tell us more about the Firebase GDE program.
Yeah. So I'm James. I'm on the developer relations team for Firebase. To developer relations, the GDE program is about giving our program global reach, scaling and meeting developers where they are. GDEs are experts that have been vetted by Google. They're trusted by us to represent our products, be knowledgeable in them, and spread the good word to the community and bring back that feedback. And that's kind of how they scale sort of DevRel's mission of understanding where developers are at. In DevRel, we have one foot inside of Google and one foot outside, but there's only so much that we can do as Googlers and you know, we get caught up in all that stuff, like the big company things, and it's good to have those trusted people outside of Google bringing that feedback in and working with those communities. As a point of contact, I work with the GDEs, I work with the various stakeholders within Google. There's quite a few, but we have the regional leads, we have the ecosystem team, GDGs, that sort of thing. And we work with them to sort of bring you all into the fold, get you involved in discussions with our product management, our pipeline, sort of so you can see roadmap, know what's going on, give us feedback, and involve your communities and advocate for us.
Thank you. Lim, how many years have you been a GDE for Firebase?
I've been a GDE for about 4 to 5 years. Yeah, prior to that, I was already advocating for Firebase products a year or two before that, yeah.
As a Firebase GDE, what do you get from the GDE program?
So as a Firebase GDE, I have access to a lot of different events and be able to advocate for really interesting technologies by Firebase and really sharing those knowledge to a lot of different developers facing all sorts of problems in their app development or web development. It's really cool to share it with them.
Excellent. And of course we get free t-shirts. It's always worth that. You should see my t-shirt drawer. It's stacked with Firebase t-shirts.
It's the best.
And Dennis, turning to you, what do you do as a Firebase GDE? What activities are you involved in?
So before I entered the program, I was mostly writing articles, and I started to do a few workshops in my local community. And that was how I got in contact with Google. And I think through the Experts program, it's been like a platform of opportunities where I started to do more and more talks because it also gave me an exposure to communities outside of my own city. So to get invited to speak at other communities. So that was what I've been doing most of the time. But I think throughout COVID, that shifted a little bit because I found that doing seminars online was a little bit difficult and challenging because you're like facing a screen of just squares with little names where most people had switched off their cameras and muted. So the engagement with the community is not having the same feeling when you're doing seminars online. So in the last 2 years, I started to get engaged much more with Google for Startups and doing mentoring with startups instead, because then you're having a more intimate connection over a video call where there are 3 or 5 people, but with everyone seeing their faces and cameras and microphones on, you still get a sense of being present with the people you're talking to. So for me, I found that was more engaging in the last 2 years, and that's what most of my time has been spent with.
Going from what Dennis was saying about his experience with virtual events, this is our first in-person event since the pandemic. We're here live at the Firebase Summit rather than on the end of a screen. How does that feel? How do you find being able to network with people again?
Well, being in person compared to online is so much big of a difference. I mean, getting to meet so many people, so many Googlers, different GDEs, even participants who attend the event, all sorts of walks of life really make the whole experience great compared to just online and just everyone looking through a screen and that's it. So the part of the offline experience, the in-person experience is to meet and interact with people understand their background, their culture, their diversity, and where they're coming from for a particular subject. For instance, a problem they're facing in their region might not be something we face regularly on our region. So it's really an eye-opening and engaging experience.
Good. And I suppose with these new in-person events, we'll be able to go back to actually speaking ourselves at events in person, like at DevFest, for example.
Yes. There's a lot of DevFest lined up around the world right now. And us GDEs are very excited to be able to come to your country maybe and speak at your events and get to know each other better. Yeah.
Brilliant. So James, if people are out there looking and thinking, wow, I want to be a Firebase GDE, what should they do? What does it take to become a Firebase GDE?
Absolutely. I mean, we welcome you. The Firebase GDE program is very cool. GDE program, like, great having experts out there. What we look for and how you can get involved is really get involved in the events that we've mentioned so far, right? So look at the Dev Fest, look at the Google Developer Groups, look at Google for Startups, right? These programs, they seek external experts. They need people to speak, to do trainings, to get involved and help run these events. So get involved with those, right? Do some talking at your local GDG, get involved, learn Firebase or Google Cloud technologies, talk about that, grow a community. And, you know, if you're already doing that, right, or you're moving along that path, it's sort of we'll want to amplify it, right? We'll want to give you more opportunities to succeed, to grow your network and be involved in more events. So, but it very much starts from those, right? You need a referral from either your regional lead, an existing expert, or a Googler. So get involved with those events, reach out, let people know you're interested in the program, right? Don't be shy about it. We're looking for people that can spread the good word, right? Let people know you're interested in getting involved with the program. Things will kind of go naturally from there. There'll be a process in which you'll be vetted and then go through a round of interviews. But yeah, you do the job, we'll want to back you.
Brilliant. Thank you, James, and thank you, Lum and Dennis, for joining. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Okay, we're doing a thumbs up for the like button, so definitely go and hit that like button now. Subscribing for me is way more important though. Please subscribe, and there's a lot more content from the Firebase Summit 2022 in New York, both on this channel and on the Firebase channel. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Yeah, prior to that, I was already advocating for Firebase products a year or two before that, yeah.
Your first answer was much longer than that.
I know, right?
I can't remember what we were talking about.